welcome back to my channel. Today's video is a very exciting one because we're going to talk about new products from Sephora Collection. So Sephora Collection, they recently relaunched their eyeshadows. They've repackaged them, reformulated them, and I'm excited to tell you guys what I think of it. My store did the update already, and I played with so many of those eyeshadows, and I have some thoughts. I have some thoughts about them. So before we get into this video, don't forget, before you leave, give me a thumbs up. Also, if you're new here, subscribe to my channel. It'll be really appreciated. So let's just go ahead and get started, you guys. Okay. Sephora Collection had these bigger panned eyeshadows they've had for years. They were $10 each, and they recently put them on sale for $5 each just to sell through the ones they had left, and they're relaunching their eyeshadows. So the new eyeshadows are a lot smaller. We can see them right here. They're the size of a regular pan eyeshadow, like the Anastasia Beverly Hills singles, the new ColourPop eyeshadows, just, you know, that standard little round eyeshadow pan that most of the brands have. So they've shrunk them to be that standard size. They also did lower the price, $2, so these eyeshadows are now $8. Just like their $8 lipsticks, they now have $8 eyeshadows. So they come individually packaged like these, but my plan is to take them off of their individual package and put them in my Z palette to save some space. So I had this Z palette with my 5 little random Makeup Geek eyeshadows sitting in a drawer for a long time. I have gotten a lot of use out of these eyeshadows, don't get me wrong, I absolutely love them. But I had put this, like, a bunch of like blushes and random like bronzers and stuff next to these, and now the Sephora Collection launched their individual eyeshadows that are that size. I want to kind of buy a few to complete my Z palette. We're going to be adding the 6, of course, that I bought today to it. And then I wanted to mention too that I bought colors that were different from my 5 colors that I had here, so that I'm able to complete a look. So like, I didn't buy any transition colors because I have transition colors right here. I bought more like very shimmery colors or more deep colors for the crease. So let me insert a picture right here of what the display looks like at Sephora. This is just a picture I took with my phone, so ignore the quality. But this is what it looks like. As you can see, at the top part of the display, there's a bunch of matte eyeshadows, and then at the bottom, there's just like a random collection of everything. They have so many, you guys. I did notice that they're labeled by finish, so there are 3 different finishes that I noticed. They have a glitter finish, a shimmer finish, and a matte. I also played with a bunch of the shadows in store. I'm going to insert now a picture of some swatches that I did. This swatches right here I did with a number 18 brush from Sephora Collection. With some of the shades, I used it completely dry, and some of the glitter colors specifically, I wet the brush for, because the glitter colors don't all have the same payoff, and they all don't go the same on the skin, and we'll talk about that in a second. I've been trying to unwrap this while I talk to you guys, and it's driving me crazy how hard it is to get them out of the stupid plastic wrap. If there's one thing about Sephora Collection products that I dislike, hate, I might even say, is that they all come wrapped with that annoying thing that's like impossible to take off. And I know that Sephora doesn't spend a lot of money on packaging so that they can give you affordable products. I get that. But I don't know. They have to like make it so that it's not like, I'm going in with tweezers now, and like, it's impossible to take off that plastic packaging. I don't want this to like be inside a box and look all fancy or anything, but there has to be a better way. Let's start doing some swatches of the ones that I have here for you guys. We'll do matte ones first, then shimmers, then glitters. So these right here are the 2 matte ones that I got in store. The reddish one is called Morning Sunrise. It's number 324, and it does say that it has a matte finish. I'm lightly putting my finger on there, and we're going to do a swatch for you guys. Alright, so that is how that one swatched. I went over it a few times. This is not like once. I did go in like maybe like 2 or 3 times, I think I went to build it up. But very creamy, very it doesn't look streaky or anything. I like the formula of the matte shadows the best. I can tell you that right now. I'm going to go into the second one. The second one I'm swatching is number 339. It's called Sweet Brownie, and I liked it a lot because it's a cool tone brown, and I feel like I don't have that many cool tone browns in my collection. So this is Sweet Brownie right here. And you can see it's like a very ashy, like smoky brown. So I'm excited to put that one on my eyes. These are the two shimmery ones that I picked up right over here. The first one, which is the lightest one, this one here, it's called Glazed Donut. I got it because of the name. I thought it was cute and funny. And this one looks so pretty swatched. It feels very, very buttery. Look at that. I love the way that one feels, super, super smooth. So then the next one, this cool tone purpley one here, it's called number 349, Starry Night. I'm gonna swatch it right next to it. So that's what this one looks like. It's like a grayish, like silvery purple, basically, and it has a very nice sheen to it. Also feels very, very buttery. I just discovered something by accident. I was opening one of my glitter ones, and I opened the wrong end. So they normally open like up here, and I opened the wrong end, and so this is how you depot them. So you can very easily take them out of there, which is cool that I discovered that, because I was wondering how I was going to take them out of here. These are my two glitter finish ones that I got right here. I have this one here, which is the one that I'm most excited about. It's called Let's Party. I'm going to go ahead and give you guys a swatch. Okay, so that one there is called Let's Party. Look at how much like shimmery, glittery goodness is in there. It looks so beautiful. And then the more golden one, it's called Lucky Penny. And so here is Lucky Penny, the more golden one, swatch right next to it. So those glitters swatch beautifully, but the problem that I have with them is that I don't think that they go on like that with a brush unless you wet the brush, which is common and it happens a lot to eyeshadows, but I did want to mention that so that you guys knew what you were getting into. I'm going to pop these out of their containers, put them in my Z palette, and then I'm going to come right back so that we can create an eye look with them. Okay, so here they are. I put them at the bottom so that you guys can differentiate them from my Makeup Geek ones at the top. And let's just go ahead and get started. I'm going to go into this one here, and I'm going to use it as my transition shade all over the crease of my eye. Alright, so now that I put that one as my transition, I'm going to get my Sephora Collection number 27 brush, and I'm going to go into this reddish Sephora Collection color. I already forgot the name of it. Morning Sunrise. I'm going to go into Morning Sunrise right here, tap off a little bit of the excess, and I'm going to put it on the outer corner of my eye and blend it into the crease a little bit. And this is kind of my first impressions, like putting these eyeshadows on my eyelids as well, because again, I haven't like tried to blend one of the matte ones into my crease. I did try to, like, I put one of the ones I tried at work underneath my eye the other day, but I didn't do like a look with it. All right, so I blend it beautifully into my transition color, as you could see. I'm going to intensify it a little bit more. I feel like it's going on very patchy, to be honest with you. I'm going to see if that's me. If I'm not blending right, I'm going to go over it a little bit. All right, that smoothed it out, I think. Keep in mind, I think you have to work a little bit harder to blend them. Like, you know when the eyeshadow like skips on your eyelid? I don't know if that's ever happened to you guys, but that's what happened. It just kind of looked like it like skips a little bit. I'm going to get a bit of a smaller brush, and I'm going to get the color Sweet Brownie right here, and I'm going to put this one on the outer corner of my eyelid to deepen that up a little bit more. I'm switching back to my Sephora number 27 brush just to blend out what I applied there. This one has very soft bristles, so it's being the one that's worked the best so far with these with this eyeshadow formula. I'm going back with this color here, and I'm going to make sure everything's blending out nicely up here too. I like the combination of warm and cool tones. Like, that looks so cool. Okay, so then I'm going to use this color right here, Glazed Donut, to be our highlight, of course. So I'm going to pop that one underneath my brow. I love that. It's like a really beautiful like highlight color. I feel like that color, Glazed Donut, you could even use to highlight your face. I'm going to test that theory further. Yes. Okay, Sephora Collection, you need to make a highlighter called Glazed Donut and just use the same formula as the eyeshadow. Glazed Donuts applied. I'm going to go back here, make sure everything looks blended. And with my number 18 brush, I'm also going to pop that one on the inner corners of my eyes. So now I'm going to grab my number 18 brush, which is my favorite shader brush right here. And we're going to go into Lucky Penny here and apply it all over my eyelid. And see, like, that looks really pretty, but it's not the intensity it shows when you swatch it. So that's what I was concerned about, and that it's proven to be true. We can make it more intense, and we will make it more intense by wetting this brush. Hopefully that will work. But I feel like it swatched so much prettier. It's like it's not, like it doesn't attach the same or something. I don't know. Okay, let's wet it. Let's wet it and see what happens. There we go. Can you guys see the difference? Look at how pretty that looks right there versus this. So I'm wetting the brush a lot too, like, and stamping it on. So then I'm going to get my Morphe brush, the M506, and I'm going to get the lighter color here and swipe that all underneath our eyes. And then I'm going to get the color Sunset something, Morning Sunrise, and then I'm going back to Morning Sunrise with that same brush and popping it underneath the eyes as well. And then with a flat brush, I'm going to grab the color Sweet Brownie and put it right underneath my lashes, only on the outer half. And back with this one, I'm going to blend that out. So I have two more colors I want to show you. I don't know where to put them though. I'm going to wet this little pencil brush here, and I'm going to grab the color Let's Party right here, and I'm popping it right there underneath the eye. So then the only color we didn't use was this taupey purple here, but that's the one that's kind of boring from the ones I picked. So I did give you guys a swatch, so I hope that's okay. This is the look. I'm going to put some mascara on. This is the new Smashbox mascara. It's called the Super Fan. I am not a super fan of it, but it's not bad. I did try it, like doing several layers of it, and it builds onto itself really nicely, but for the time that I have to spend putting it on for it to look nice, I don't think is, I don't know, it's just not the best mascara I've ever tried, you know? I don't like it as much as I would like to like it. So here are my final thoughts. For $8, they're not horrible. They're good quality, good pigment, very smooth eyeshadows, but they're not my favorite eyeshadows I've tried. They're nowhere near my favorite eyeshadows I've tried. I thought the matte ones were for sure going to be a hit, but because they don't have that much fallout, they're a little bit more of a wet matte formula. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but they feel very smooth, not like powdery. Like, for instance, these Makeup Geek eyeshadows here are very powdery. I dipped my brush into that one a couple times, and you can see up here all the powder residue that comes from that it produced. But because it's a powdery matte eyeshadow, it blends things out very nicely, and it just builds up nicely. And eyeshadows that are not as powdery, that do have a matte finish like these Sephora Collection ones, don't apply the same. I don't know how to explain it, but like when I started building up my colors on my crease, it started skipping. Like it wouldn't smoothly, like evenly apply. So you have to blend a little bit harder and a little bit more to make it look the way you want it to look. With that said, I don't think it's horrible. It is cheaper than other eyeshadows, right? So that's what I think about the matte finish of them. You do have to work a little bit harder for them to look nice and smooth and blended. The satin finish ones, I don't have complaints about it. I think that one applied very nicely. They pick up nicely with a brush. The satin finish ones are a-okay. And then the glitter finish ones, I do like the way they look after you've applied them, but you have to either apply them with your fingers or wet your brush to apply them so that they look super nice, super pigmented, and super like luminous the way that we made them look today. Because if you just get a dry brush and apply them, they're not going to go on nearly as nicely as they should, or as they even show when you finger swatch them. So also have to be a little bit extra careful with those. With that said, I'm not sure I'm going to be buying more of them to keep filling this palette, because I know that there's better quality single shadows out there that I would like better, to be honest with you guys. I would encourage you to go to your local Sephora and try them out for yourself. Don't take my word for it, you might love them. But to me, out of 10, I give them a 6. And I like to be in love with the products that I buy, but these eyeshadows are they're just okay. They're not amazing. So yeah, that is my experience with them. Let me know in the comments down below, guys, if you tried them and how much you like them, and that way I can see what your thoughts are. Let me know if you find the trick to work with them, or if I'm doing something wrong. I don't know. It could be. So I think that is it for this video. If you guys don't follow me on Instagram, Snapchat, or Twitter, here's my handle for those social media accounts. So you're more than welcome to go follow me there. So besides that, guys, don't forget, before you leave, give my video a thumbs up. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe. It would mean the world to me. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope to see you guys in the next one. Bye!